Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to do a timeless tarot and oracle message for you, asking what's coming towards you. So whenever you see this, that's when it was meant to find you. That being said, of course, be discerning. Only take what messages resonate. If you'd like for me to pray for you, Saggy, say hi in the comment section or leave an emoji, something that represents your energy that I can actually focus on. In this material plane, it really helps. And I encourage everybody else to do that for each other too. This community is so loving. I just adore you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Even though you're the smart asses of the zodiac, I still love you. Especially love you for that reason, actually. All right, so we already have one that flew out. I'm gonna keep that and I'm gonna take another oracle card. Then we're gonna get into the tarot message. A lot of you guys already know about this, so forgive me for repeating, but I just made you guys a music channel. Go check it out if you feel like it. I asked you guys about 6 months ago what kind of music you wanted, what kind of music you'd check out, if any, on YouTube, and you all said, like, most of you said relaxing music and anti-stress and meditation. I think there was like one person who's like, I like James Brown. It's like, not the assignment. But anyway, so maybe I'll do like some James Brown covers once in a while. But anyway, so I've made a little imaginary fairy world for you to escape off to, and I'm adding the link down below. Please come and check it out, you guys. And I'm going to make a sleep channel for you as well. I think I might have mentioned this. I'm a musician and a music producer. I usually write music for TV and film. But I wanted to kind of make you my assignment. So anyway, so we start with the message, stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. Radical. You guys had an amazing last reading. Oh my gosh. Some kind of amazing partnership coming up for a lot of you. So check that one out. I'll attach it to the end of this video if that resonates. We have the message connectedness. I belong. I go out to meet nature, my fellow beings, and daily challenges with courage and determination. Sorry, my cat's messing with the camera. I go out to meet nature, my fellow beings, and daily challenges with courage and determination. And this is how you do the mudra, if you want to. You tuck in your pointed finger and you touch your middle finger to your thumb, like so. Connectedness, I belong. Then we have equanimity, smile, Sagittarius. And this is how you do that mudra. Tuck your thumb in between this hand. My heart knows what is good for me. This is the basis of my actions. This is dedicated to the throat chakra. So speaking your truth. And then lastly, we have transformation, the art of change. You put your thumbs together and you tuck the rest of your hand together like this. And I'm making it look more complicated just with a camera, but it's like that. Transformation, the art of change. I am so clever and ingenious that I can use any situation to my advantage, and I make sure that the greatest good for all comes of it. Love it. Rarely do 3 messages pop out and I take them all, but it felt right. All right, so what's coming towards my Sagittarius at this time? Please make it clear. If this message resonates with you, please support the channel, say hi, like, comment, share. Help me make my day job all about you, okay? We start with your energy. This is the Queen of Wands. This is somebody who's fiery and confident and actually can make waves just by being in a room. You know, this is somebody who has a ripple effect. They can be kind of infectious. So you're having a big impact on people. Ultimately, the Queen of Wands, she knows what she likes. She runs by her instincts. And she likes nice things too. So if you want to kind of pamper yourself, maybe that works into the reading as well. What else is coming towards my Sagittarius? What do they need to know? Okay, tell me more about that. Okay, listen, this is coming out as somewhat of a little warning. There is an individual you might be working with who either there's somebody who's really much more in their feels and compassion and they're emotionally led to do things, and they can be or it's not necessarily this person that's like that, but you feel that way towards them. All that glitters is not gold. There's a conversation coming through here that the tarot wants you to be discerning with. So whether this is an offer that they carry or they're just saying something along the lines of like, hey, I can make this happen with you, or I can transform, I can do this for you. Is this a person? One sec. Make it very clear for me. Yeah, I think it's a person. Be aware that there's an imbalanced environment in their world that you need to be clued into. And now it could be that there's just an imbalance in its transformation. It's not allowing it to fully make its transformation. So what does that mean in real world terms? Let me give you an example. Let's say this person is like, it could be something small, like, yeah, I can run that to the store and pick up the mail for you. Yeah. And you feel this bond and this connection, this relationship with them. But that can cloud the picture. And while it's just a dumb little errand I'm using as an example, it seems that it's saying, hey, you know what? Just double check that they did that at the end of the day, or double check that they're on top of it, because there's an imbalance of maybe time management. So that is just like a very simple, small one. It could be larger than that. Why is this all that glitters is not gold coming out? Yeah, I think that you have the wisdom and the know-how to pick and choose who you trust with this. And this could have happened in the past and actually been much bigger deal than a simple errand of running to the bank or the post office. I think that there has been in the past, if this is something you've experienced in the past, there has been heartache, there's been genuine disappointment attached to this, and it led to an ending. So why is tarot talking to us about this right now? All that glitters is not gold. You've learned from the past in collaboration. Don't get your heart wrapped up in it. Don't get your feels wrapped up in any kind of collaboration right now, because it's going to hurt way more if something just doesn't pan out. And it could be that there's the fact that any kind of emotion, Justice card, nice. Any kind of emotion is the factor that adds imbalance and does not allow this to transform. And transformation in this case is the execution of a plan, the execution of something. So this is, like I said, a small and gentle warning of you've learned from the past how things can be devastating when there's emotion involved in the transaction. All that glitters is not gold, so be discerning. And if there's anything you need to get in writing, anything that you need to do in contracts, do not do any handshake deals with this, please, my friends. The Justice card is there to suggest that this is actually looking over you. Any contracts, it's like in music, we have song split sheets. And right when you walk in Nashville, for instance, and oftentimes in a co-write, first thing you do is you just walk in and you sign 50-50 on that song split sheet. And it's not personal. So you're not even started writing the song yet. But it's to say, hey, contracts protect friendships. So this is kind of one of those things. Okay, I'm gonna get a new deck of cards. Let's move on in your reading. It's interesting that we do have transformation in your oracle card. We do have transformation already in your, so I don't know what you're trying to get through or what you're trying to work on, but yeah, be discerning and keep emotions and personal relationships out of it. Tell me more about Sagittarius right now. Okay. Three of Cups in reverse. The Moon card, you need to know something. Here, we got a theme. I asked, what does Sagittarius need to know? And it's telling you. It's like, prick up your ears. So this is, again, a collaboration. There's something, my nose is itching, so we're going to spend some time on this because it really wants me to know. I need to. I like that the energy around this is Eight of Wands. It's fast moving. There may even be travel involved, but this is messages coming through very quickly. So no dilly-dally around. This has to do with maybe a misalignment among, again, collaboration maybe with friends. I would just, Sagittarius, are you collaborating with somebody you're really familiar with outside of the context? Is it like a friend, or is this another energy out here. Either way, it's connected to the longevity of your life, like the longevity of a plan, not your life, don't worry, but your stability. So it suggests that this might be a project or an investment that you're making with possibly a friend or somebody in your energy. You need to know. You need more information, or you need to dial it in a little bit before any transaction is made. And there my nose is itching. Tell me more about this. And I'll show you the cards that are making me translate this way. There is an opportunity here. Tell me more about this. Here she is. Okay. And what are we replacing it with? The Tower. Okay, so there's a certain amount of flow to this reading and what's going on in your life that is outside of your control, and it's meant to be. So let's establish that right now. There's an energy around you that's a little bit misaligned. And for whatever reason, I don't feel like it's any of my business. It could be that there's envy. It could be that there's something going on in their world that is just like imbalanced. But either way, it's hidden from you right now. Okay, so this is why Tarot is telling you, hey, just get a little more information, okay? So the Moon card attached to the Three of Cups. Now, I gotta say, there's gonna be a few of you guys out there where the misalignment is actually fear around this misalignment. There's actually fear around, like, this could blow up and hurt me, actually, beyond just what's business and black and white, because there is a personal bond with this individual. So either way, the big picture is about longevity, what's going to give back to you in 10, 20 years. It could be having to do with land and property or just investments. We have you leaving this. I feel that there's an opportunity here that you might be leaving behind, okay? And you're recognizing the emotion that has been tied up in all of this and maybe taking it upon yourself to look for greener pastures. And actually, there's something really bright and fiery, enthusiastic about this. And that's because I think there's a Tower card moment. There's this event attached potentially that's outside of your control. So it feels that you are being directed. And so for any of you Sagittarians out there that have maybe already experienced this is your confirmation affirmation that you're on the right path, that this is exactly how you have been directed by this outside event. Tower moments are there to redirect your energies into the right place, right? Like our soul's spirit wants us to be in alignment with what we're manifesting. And so sometimes when we're not willing to listen, or we're not willing to see the red flags or feel our intuition because of what we want so bad, we superimpose what we want so bad onto a situation. That's when the universe steps in and says, okay, we're going to throw this in the way so that now you have to divert your energies. So that's just as a confirmation. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Ace of Pentacles, which is a gift. It could be money and foundation, stability. Okay, so what else for my Sagittarians? What do they need to know? I'm actually going to read that kind of like this. Making new plans, making fresh plans. Six of Cups. This is also playful energy, happy energy, good memories being made. And there's a nostalgia attached to this, talking about one's past. So if there's anybody from your past and connected to this still, it actually turns a corner and it's actually really, really good feeling. So now you're aimed in the right direction. Really, like it's hitting against her ass and flipping upside down. I'm taking this up, right? Now you're gonna, I love this. So now you're facing the right direction. Now you're facing the right direction. You're making the right plans. Things are feeling good in your body. With the Hermit card. Intuition, oh my God. You get the Hermit card and High Priestess together. Ooh, you're on your way. You are on your way. Okay, so let's recap real quick. You yourself in your body you are doing just great. You are coming across and making an impression that is really strong and very confident with the Queen of Wands, okay? But Sagittarius, you're a Sagittarius for a reason. You're there to be the master and the apprentice of life. So you're here to learn as well as direct and go forward with courage. So you've got this leadership. It's a real cool combination of energies because you have leadership qualities at the same time as you have the humility of the student. And of course, like anybody, whenever we get too much into our ego, we go blind. And Sagittarius, that's one of your special journeys on this earth, right? So we have a situation where it's almost like you are being called to an opportunity to mix a relationship of sorts that has emotional roots in with the potential of a project and an opportunity going through. But you've learned from the past or learned from a specific harsh ending that it's not worth the heartbreak if it goes awry. So you're getting a gentle warning and a nudge to pay attention to a collaboration that needs to be reassessed. And it's interesting because your last reading was all about a fantastic, amazing collaboration. I don't know if they're the same. If they are the same, then this is saying, hey, this is not like you're going to do this one differently. So it has something to do with recognizing what is business and what is pleasure. Where are your heartstrings attached? And protect that. Protect it in writing. Protect it. Don't do a handshake deal if this is one of those situations. Don't put things in writing because it protects relationships. And so just by doing this, boom, we've got hitting a place where you're making new plans, no pros and cons list, let's do this, let's do that. You're looking at things a little differently. Everything's protected, happiness, alignment, playful energy with the Six of Cups, Hermit energy, deep wisdom. You're in tune with your life right now with a High Priestess. It looks good. I hope that was helpful. Sending you love and light. Freya says hi. Hi, guys. And go see your music station.